Good morning, you guys. We're gonna jump right into this. This is the Wetline Extreme hair gel. I use this just to get those flyaways at around my hairline to go away, basically. I didn't want a lot of it because this can put kind of a solid cast on your hair, and I don't like that, so I go in with a very, very small amount, and I only put it where I could see some of the flyaways. As this video goes on, you guys will notice that I do end up getting a lot of makeup in my hair. Didn't mean to do that, but I wanted to do kind of like a birthday makeup idea that I've had in my head for a while now. And here in a little bit, I will show you the earrings that I wanted to put basically on my face. It's kind of hard to explain. Also, I'm gonna say this for the last time. If you don't like the singing and dancing in my videos, don't watch. There is thousands, maybe millions of other people on YouTube. Go watch them. I can't believe I got that comment. Anyway. My nose is so stuffy today. But we're gonna... And if you're looking for a hair gel that actually smells pretty good, this one does. I don't use it very often, but okay, so here's the earring. This is what the colors that I wanted on my eyes. I didn't have enough room for the dark blue on it. We are gonna go in with the Glow Reviver lip oil, and this is more of a lip gloss consistency. I have the one in Coral Fixation. I wear this at least once a day. I absolutely love this. It is very, very quickly becoming a necessity for me. Yeah, so I got my little basket of products over here. My nose is driving me nuts. Alright, here we go. This is the wrong basket that I just showed. And I realized that probably about halfway through. But it did have some products that we still needed, so that was pretty helpful. Okay, this is the BH Cosmetics Brow Designer in dark brown. I like this particular brow pencil because, for one, it's very, very small, so it's really good for detailed work. However, you're gonna see that the color is off a little bit for my hair color. And I just want to refresh that this is the color dark brown. Now I can breathe. I had that sitting on my, in between my stomach and my desk, and I couldn't breathe very well. But this, you saw me pulling something off of it earlier. It's because it had a hair on it. Also, one of the mascaras that I show in this particular video, I didn't actually end up going in with because it was too dried out. So I ended up going in with one of my favorite mascaras. But we are just detailing the brows. Trying to get the little like hair like strokes to it. I do prefer a more blocky type brow on my face. The next thing that we're gonna go in with is the Maybelline Express Brow. I have the color Soft Brown. This is a very liquidy product. It brings back the brow hairs. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it brings back the brow hairs like back to life almost. But it's kind of hard to work with in like when you first use the product, because you have to scrape off like a lot of extra product with this, but it works really, really well. I really like it. You can see it was almost dripping off right there, so I had to go and scrape a lot of this off. And if I go quiet through this video, it's not on purpose. I just am trying to let you guys watch the video. Also, just so you guys are aware, you guys can quite clearly see my skin on this video, particularly under my eye, has been really bad. I'm not sure why it's doing that. But yeah, so it's getting pretty bad again. Okay, now we're going to take a detailed brush. This is the Instant Age Rewind Multi-Use Concealer, and I carry it in a little pot. There it is. A small pot, because I do not like the applicator on this particular concealer. Love the concealer, hate the packaging to it. So I prefer to put it in my own little pot thing that I have, and we're going to outline our brows. My nose is running off my damn face today. This was giving me a little bit of trouble at first. My hands are rather sore today for whatever the hell reason. You can see my hands shaking and all of that. So I outlined the bottom of my brow, obviously, and now I'm trying to pull the extra concealer that was on the brush. I'm trying to blend it down so that I can use that as a primer. Yeah, so we're just gonna continue doing this. was listening to music while recording this, and I'm changing the song because it was playing music that I don't like, so just kind of is what it is. And then I look up and then I see there's two electricity workers here, which they're almost never here, so it's kind of weird to see not just one but two of them here. Yeah, so we're going to do the top now. I filmed and edited and hopefully posted all of this on my birthday, which is June 17th. I wanted to do something fun, and for me, this is fun. I don't get paid to do any kind of social media at all. I do it on my own time and when I want to. But yeah, so this is just kind of a special get ready with me birthday edition, if you will. We did try a total of 3 new to me products in this video. The Brow Express is one of them. The Buttermelt Blush in Feeling Butter. Okay, sure. And then the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, which I'm gonna spoil this for you guys. I'll tell you this right now. I wanted so bad to be able to love this e.l.f. product. It just is not working with my skin. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the beginning I did not put any kind of face cream down, because I know my face is gonna get oily anyway, so I wanted it to last a little bit longer than it normally would, and I think maybe the face cream that I'm using is breaking down some of this makeup, so I want to see how long it will last without the face cream underneath. I have a couple of spots on the side of my face that I've been trying to conceal. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. Who's it by? Oh, Maybelline. Duh. And I use the color 110 Porcelain. Now, I'm gonna put this on the inside where most of the redness is. It doesn't show up as bad on camera. But I can definitely see it in person, and I can see it through the foundation as well. We are going to build this particular product up a little bit more. I do put it on the back of my hand, and then I go in with a Real Techniques brush. I don't remember the name of it at the moment. And then when you can look up close, and I know with the Real Techniques brush, it can leave like brush strokes in your foundation, so I did go over it with a wet sponge. This is the brush that I used. Pulling the hair out of the foundation. Now, if I would have gone in with face cream and Lumi lotion, I think that would have been a really good combination with this. Yeah. So, I think I'll probably try that at a later date. You can see how red my forehead is. I'll probably try the face cream and Lumi lotion with this foundation on a later date, but for now, this is what we're working with. I don't know if you guys can hear the lawnmower going outside. If you can, I'm sorry. It's picking up on my recording thing, which is why I even brought that up. You can see it's a nice thin layer. You can still see a lot of the red on my face through this foundation, but like I said, I did build it up and I find that it layers really nicely. I'm going to pour some on the back of my hand, and we're going to go in with a little bit at a time. Push it into the brush, and okay, there we go. Now we're going to take the sponge. I think this is an elf. What the hell? This is an elf sponge. Right here, you can start to see how much foundation I actually got in my hair. Okay, now there's another alarm going off. God dang it. Why? No, you stay, Moo. I just gotta turn this damn alarm off. I don't know if you guys can hear that thing, the lawnmower. I'm sorry if you can. That's the chair. But yes, we are going to go over with a sponge. This is the next product. This is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, and I have the one in Fair 2. Excuse me. I want so bad to love this product. I cannot get it to work with me. Now, those lines that I just put on my face will not blend out. Movie, quit licking the wall. I cannot get these lines to blend out. Now, I will say this does dry very fast. So it is a little bit hard to work with. But you can see those lines are still there. And this, it looks very cool toned in the container that it comes in. So I thought maybe this color would work really well for me. But when you go to put it on your skin, it looks orange. I personally do not like orange bronzers or contours on my skin. Try using dots. None of it worked. Like, trying desperately to get this to work. You can see I'm trying to figure out how to get this to work. I don't know if I should get the next shade up and maybe that will work better. I'm not really sure. The one I don't know, guys. I don't know. Now, I will say, don't do what I did right here, because you guys will see the one that is on my cheek, under my cheekbone, was literally impossible to blend out. Like, this stuff dries down so fast. I can still see when I go to a mirror and whatnot, I can still see that line of bronzer slash contour that's there, and you'll see, like, it will not blend out. I even went over it with a foundation brush, and it didn't work. Okay, so we're going in with the extra foundation that is already on this brush. Yeah, so we're trying to blend this together a little bit better. I can still see that line, like, that's drives me nuts. Alright, now we're gonna powder. This is the Coty Airspun powder. I have the one in translucent extra coverage. I absolutely love this powder. You guys know this is the only one that I use with this kind of a sponge. I got this sponge on Amazon, which, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't do a lot of shopping on Amazon anymore. Yeah, so I've not really enjoyed some of my experiences with Amazon personally, but, you know, it just kind of is what it is, I guess. I don't remember. I think the brush that you guys are seeing is a Moda brush. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, though. I do tend to go a little bit crazy with powder because I found out a couple of days ago now that I actually have combination skin. I thought it was just labeled as oily. My T-zone gets very oily, but my cheeks are very dry. So, I didn't know that was a thing, but now I do, and I've been trying to figure out how to relearn and how to redo my makeup around that. I probably could have cut, like, more than half of this out, but I want you guys to see, like, how crazy I end up going with this powder. It's insane. Now we're just going to blend out the rest of the concealer on the eyes. And then we're going to go back and set that. Being absolutely crazy again. And water. I just wanted to blend down all of those powders that we just put on. This is an e.l.f. brush. I have been absolutely loving it for, I think I said e.l.f. blush? e.l.f. brush with a NYX Buttermelt blush in Feeling Butter. This is a crazy pigmented foundation. Jesus. Blush. It is a crazy pigmented blush. I bet you I'm not the only one that will say this, but please be very careful with these. I do tend to go a little bit heavy with the blush because it's the first thing that leaves on my face. So I go absolutely wild with blush. I know it looks kind of crazy in the beginning, but just kind of is what it is, I guess. Okay, nice color, doing good. I need to figure out how to not get all that foundation and powder in my hair. Yep, going absolutely wild again. Blend it out. Okay, so next is highlighter. This is the e.l.f. highlighter in light gold. I like it. I like it a lot, actually, because it's not one of those ones that it's there, but it's not like as blinding as I usually would like. It's a more toned down highlighter for my liking, but I really like. I've been enjoying a lot of e.l.f. products lately. It's not sponsored by e.l.f. at all. e.l.f. doesn't know who I am. I just think they make really good products, especially lately. So, I use them. You know, it's It's nice. Like I said, it's there, but it's not at the same time, and I really like that. See? Put a little bit above the brow. Okay, next we are going to do our ColourPop, custom palette. This is Avelia Beach. This is a palette that hubby put together for me. We, every now and then, will do these, I'll do this thing where I'll give him whatever money I have, and I'll have him go on, like, different websites, like, specifically makeup sites. We call them Wookie boxes, and this was from one of those boxes, because we don't do BoxyCharm or Ipsy anymore, which I would like to start BoxyCharm again, but maybe at a later date. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided about it at the moment, because I kind of like what me and hubby do, because he knows, like, better information about me rather than, like, BoxyCharm or something like that. We're gonna go back in with the Coty Airspun powder, and then we're going to put it underneath our eyes. Alright. So, the next palette that you guys are going to see is the BH Cosmetics Paris palette. I did use the purple and the white in this particular palette. This is a 16 color eyeshadow palette. Oh, Passion in Paris. I thought it was just the Paris palette. But we're going to use the purple and the white. I wanted this purple to come out a little bit stronger than what it did. I did go in, like, quite a few times to try and build it up, but it seems every time I did that, specifically with this eyeshadow, it just seemed to move it around. It didn't stay the way that it normally would, but yeah, I'm not even going to attempt. Excuse me. I'm not going to attempt to say those colors. And then, I know I'm getting ahead of myself with this, but Magnificent Eyes by Rimmel London. This is the Electric Violet edition, and we used the blue eyeshadow. These don't have any names on them, but we went in with the Electric Violet palette and then went in with that blue one. I have no idea why I'm so out of breath. And then we went in for the gold liner. The writing on this liner is all messed up. I have no idea what. Come on, phone. Sub-Zero, I think is what it is called. Yeah. So we're going in with the white. We're gonna spray the white to. It was pointed right at me. That's why I did that. To help it stick a little bit better. Another little tip that you could do if you don't want to use like a setting spray or water or anything like that, you could also use the NYX glitter glue or whatever glitter glue you like. Is another really good way of making shadows like this stick. You can see it's going absolutely crazy. So this is the blue that we used. I went in with a detail brush and I wanted it just on the edge of this brush. And spray that. Using it on the lower lash line, not so much the waterline. I'm trying to avoid that the best of my abilities. And then I wanted to blend it in with the white on the inner corner. Yeah. So this is C3PO palette from Star Wars and ColourPop. The eyeliner is from ColourPop as well, and I think the color is called Sub-Zero. But this I wanted on my waterline. Now, I will say that these particular eyeliners for like waterlines and stuff like that from ColourPop are really good at staying. However, I wanted it to have a little bit more staying power than what it normally would, and I went in with another detail brush and I went in with the color Golden One, and just set the top of the Sub-Zero eyeliner. For not waterline, I'm sorry. Like lash line, top lash line. I went in with an eyeliner from Il Makiage, and it's the ink liner in black. Yeah. So this is the Il Makiage liner, and this is how big the felt tip is on this one. I absolutely love this. We also went in with Sky High Mascara, which you guys should already know. And then, for the last little detail, you guys know that we are wearing the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in Coral Fixation, and I went over top of it with a lipstick from L'Oreal. This is a collection exclusive one. This is number 620 Julienne's Nude. I am almost out of this, and I am looking for a color similar to this, because I'm not sure if they even make this color anymore, so try to keep that in mind. Also, I did mess up a little bit doing part of this video here towards the end, but I do show you what the earrings look like with the makeup and everything like that. So, excuse me. I specifically like this Sky High mascara because my lashes, for one, don't hold a curl. And the last time I used an eyelash curler on them, my lashes pretty much broke off. Like, it cut my lashes down so much. So I don't use an eyelash curler anymore, but this mascara, I find, tends to help with curling them at least a little bit. So, and it doesn't make them, like, I don't know what the proper word would be for it, but it doesn't make them, like, almost like a gel cast over top of your lashes. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, we are doing the lower lash line. We have lipstick coming up next. There's the lipstick, 620 Julienne's Nude. Like I said, I am looking for a color similar to this because I don't think they make this one anymore. And that's what I have left of this lipstick. We're just going to go right over top of the Glow Reviver lip oil. There we go. Love you. Hold on. We forgot the earrings. There's one of them. The other one kept giving me grief about trying to get it to work. So, ow. I love that. I wish the purple in the crease was a little bit darker, but not much I can do now. This one was giving me a hard time. Alright. I love you guys, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Bye, guys.